The Sacred Indian Tarot, authored by Kiren Rai, is the first ever book and deck of Indian tarot cards. Kiren is a writer, a blogger, an art curator, and a professional tarot reader with over 20 years of tarot consultation. Her deep interest in the Vedanta and Hindu mythology and the inherent parallelism with the tenets of the classic tarot inspired her to create the Sacred Indian Tarot, the first ever book and hand-painted deck of Indian tarot cards.
I am Kiren Rai and I'm really excited to unbox the Sacred Indian Tarot for all its readers and users worldwide. The box has a book which gives an interpretation of each card in its Indian significance. It also contains how to read the tarots, the various spreads that can be used to read a tarot, and what is unique to the book is the karmic spread and the chakra spread. The box also contains 22 Major Arcana cards. As you can see, the archetypes that I've used are all Indian, taken from Indian mythology, and the nomenclature, the structure, the numbering remain the same as a Rider-Waite. So I think this is how it really happened. I was introduced to the tarot cards by a famous psychic and tarot reader called Shasha Fenton in East Africa 25 years ago. And ever since I've been absolutely fascinated by the tarot cards. And I've been using the tarot cards for myself and for others. And it's really empowering because you get answers whenever you're in a dilemma. And during my travels overseas, I've been collecting decks of tarot cards from various countries. So I have a collection of Celtic, Nordic, Egyptian, Indonesian, African, Italian, Kalandar, and you name it, and I have a deck of tarot cards. And on looking for a deck of Indian tarot cards, I was really surprised that I couldn't find a deck of Indian tarot cards. This really surprised me because India is the land of divination, and we have astrology, palmistry, face reading, parrot reading, horoscope making, I mean, you name it, and we have it in our country. And further, we share a common tenet with the tarot in our belief of karma, which is the cornerstone of the Hindu mythology, and it is also the mainstay of the major arcanas, the journey of the fool from ignorance to the world card, which is a card of awakening and consciousness, is so similar to the tarots, to the tenets of karma. So given my Indian sensibilities and my experience as a tarot reader, I decided to put together a first ever book of Indian tarot cards. The entire deck of tarot cards took me almost 3 years to complete because each card had to be hand painted and the meaning and the interpretation had to be written out. So very few people know that the tarot cards have a long and deep association with India. The Ganjifa cards that came to India by the Islamic monarchs from Persia and were used by the Indian royalty are actually the predecessors of the tarot cards. The Ganjifa cards, which are round cards and they have the picture of the deities embossed on them, were used as playing cards by the rulers. The Ganjifa cards were adapted to make a regular standard deck of cards, and a standard deck of cards is further adapted to make a tarot deck of cards. So the 4 suits, which are the swords, pentacle, wands and cups, are from the 4 suits of a playing deck of cards. So that is why you can trace a playing deck of cards and the tarot cards to India. Now, there's another association with the tarot cards is the gypsies. The gypsies are rumored to have been exiled from India, and they went to Central Europe and they practiced the tarot cards over there. The gypsies believe in a worship of a feminine divine energy, which is actually Kali. And they got the worship of the Kali or the Yogini from India, their homeland. So that's another connection to the tarot cards. It's a labor of love, and I hope you all enjoy the Sacred Indian Tarot.